let's get to it. So now we know that this PC can't ping over here, so that means nobody else has connectivity to each other. So we're going to start creating our default routes on these stub routers. So let's get to it. Let's move the lab over to one side so I can just see what I want to see. So if you look at the routing table as it is, and I'll tap it again, up arrow. So you say gateway of last resort not set, right? So I'm going to do config T. This is serial, so I can use the exit interface. So I'm going to say IP route, match any network that has any mask, and just send it out my S0/1/0 interface. Default route with gateway and a point-to-point interface, maybe. Yeah, okay. It's not, no ARPs going on here, so you're not going to have an issue. Okay? You're not going to have an issue. Do WR. All right. Only on if you have Ethernet. Show IP route. And there is your default static route right there. All right, and that's where it's going to. Cool. Now we're going to go do this one. Now this one is Ethernet, so we're going to use the next router's hop address, which is 9, because we don't want additional ARPs being created. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Enable config T, right? IP route 000 any network, any mask, going to the next router's hop address 10.1.1.9. All right, and that is your default route. Do WR. You said you didn't get that error, right? Control Shift 6, or not that? Isn't that an error? It's a warning. Do WR. All right, I'm going to show IP route, and there's your default route. So now what do? We're going to go into the middle, right? All this guy right here anyway. And now we need to create, we're going to create static routes, but a specific type of static route, which is a floating static route, which just means I'm just changing the administrative distance. If you use a static route that's directly connected to the interface, it's directly connected, administrative distance is 0. If you use the next router's hop address, it's going to see a 1. That's it. All right, but we're going to actually input, or we're going to configure these static routes with a higher administrative distance than the routing protocol that we'll eventually start using, or we begin start to use. So enable config T, IP route. What network don't I know about? You certainly don't know about this one that has that mask. And you're going to send it out to your neighbor. And I want that. That's your neighbor. That's off to the left. Okay, so you can get to this network. Here's the 10 network right there. And the administrative distance will put it at 150. That's a floating static route right there because you made that 150. It's not the default. Now you want to go to the 20. Well, I'll get an up arrow, so I have to type all that. It's going the other direction, so this is going to be 10. Right? It's going to be that interface right there. And I don't want to go to the 10. I want to go to the 30. So change that using the back arrow keys. So we got 2 static routes, do WR. And we do a show IP route. And you can see you got a static route right here that's going to the 10. And why is that? Oh yeah, 10. Okay, and you see the 150. Okay, and you got a static route going to the 30 with a 150. All right, because you're directly connected to the 20 network. All right, so we got those 2 static routes right now, but you take this little bracket, this is the administrative distance, all right, and where you're going to is that particular neighbor right there. All right, so let's see if we have connectivity. Come in here, up arrow, 20.1, you got a reply, up arrow, 30.1. Got that ARP going. It's not that busy of a network. Come on. All right. And then you got connectivity there. So that's what's cool about static routing. It's in a small network, obviously. It's nice. In a larger network, it's not too nice because you need to keep track of all these static routes. So either taking them out, putting them in, making sure they don't go down, something goes haywire, what have you. All right, you can use them as backups. You can use them to control for more secure. You tell which networks to go where. But you can see that now you have full connectivity going across. That error message, that warning message that you got here, yeah, no. You're not going to have any issues because it's not going to create any ARP. So you're not going to have any slowdowns here using the exit interface. You will have it here because you will generate a lot of ARP. Not here. All right, goes Ethernet, you have ARP. Okay, that's it. So now we got a little lab going here. All right, and we're pinging across. Now it comes time to start getting a little bit creative. See you in the next one.